Did I make it? All right, can anyone hear me? Did I make it? Am I here? All right, can anyone hear me? Did I make it? Am I here? All right, can anyone hear me? Did I make it? Am I here? All right, I'm not seeing myself at all, so I don't know what is going on. I knew I didn't know how to use this. All right. Let's see, I'm trying to make it work like it did the other day. All right, so you all can see me then? All right, I guess we're good. Okay, we're gonna go with it. I have no idea. All right, Jean, you can see me too? All right, Mary, thank you all. Okay, yes, everyone got a notification because I downloaded a program called OBS Studio, and even though, as it's clear, I don't know how to use it, that was the missing link of why I couldn't get you guys a notification. So, there is that. Oh, Nanny B's up past her bedtime. Thank you. Okay, everyone, it is 1 minute before. I'm not going to wait a whole lot longer simply because I have to go out, so I'm going to have to be watching for my ride, which I'm going to put on my security camera here so I can watch for that. Anyway, well, hello, Lydia. I want to say hello to everyone. You guys are awesome for showing up. Thank you so much. And I don't have a lot of time, but I have a lot to cram in that little place. So, yeah. All right, I have my camera set up for outside. I think, kind of. All right, I can see. All right, is everyone ready? Mary, hello, hello. And the other Mary, hello, hello. And Sylvia, aw, you're so sweet. And another Mary. Hey, we're full of the M's and everyone. I see you all, Wendy and Jan, Lydia, Kimberly, Nanny B, Linda, Betty. I know, and the other Ann, Jean, Beverly. Oh, Terry's here. Jean, Wendy. I know, I'm probably missing people and I apologize. Nancy. Okay, so I was told this morning that because I did a happy dance for someone else when it was their first live stream, so anyone who made it to the live stream, you're going to get my rendition of a sitting in a chair happy dance because I am excited that you guys are here and I hope you know that, okay? So we're going to go... There, I'm happy, right? In all honesty, I really don't feel that great, but we're doing this. So, all right, I'm going to skip right to the happy mail. So, for any of you who missed it on the Facebook group, I received a t-shirt the other day. So, she knows who she is. Her name is Anne, and she sent me a lovely, lovely package. And I'm going to start, because you guys saw the t-shirt, I put it on, I modeled it yesterday. She made me a Marie's Scrappy Creations. Isn't that scraptastic? Like, isn't that fabulous? I love that. Love it. But, oh no, that was not all. She went around onto my Amazon to see what I liked, and look. I love this. All those perfect words on there. Isn't it adorable? I absolutely love this. And to go with my autumn decor like I needed more, right? Isn't that adorable? It's so cute, and it's got a little wooden piece on the back so it stands on my shelf over there. And a nice, beautiful card. Whoops, upside down. And this pinwheel is stuck out. Yeah. So with a very nice little note inside, but I usually keep those to myself because they're on the personal side. And then I went tracking the mailman down yesterday because I knew that Amazon was sending me this, but also that I was getting a package from Australia from Nanny B sent me a package. Okay, so this is the cotton fabric, and I cannot tell you guys how gorgeous this is. This looks like you could reach out and touch these things, and it doesn't even feel like cotton, yet it is. So the mailman had the little thing of fabric, and he had an envelope in our little mailbox, and I said, oh, I said, I thought you had another package. And he said, were you expecting something else? And I said, yeah, a box from Australia. And he said, oh yeah, I was going to deal with that when I got done. And I said, well, can we deal with it now because I'm here? And he did. He was really nice. So there was this little box, but it was a mighty box. It was kind of hefty for a little box. Now this is not in the order that it was in there. First off, a little peek at where they live. So I have one of these, remember the travel maps from years ago? So it's got the map, whoops, upside down. And I'm thinking about putting this on the wall. I like that. And this was very special to me. Look at the beautiful selvage edges that Nanny used on that. They're all native to her area, and I absolutely love it. And the sentiment on the other side brought me to tears. It was just beautiful. And look at the towel. Look at the hanging kitchen towel. And this is thick. Like, I don't know what their towels are made like. Well, I guess I do know what their towels are made like. I have never had a towel that's been this thick feeling, as far as a hand towel going. Oh, some of them have, oh, you have some of that, Terry. Oh, it is beautiful fabric, isn't it? Okay, I don't even know where to start here. There's so much goodness in here. All right, so there's 3 pieces of fabric here. I'm totally enamored with the outside fabric. Not that the other ones aren't good, but this is nice. All right, so let me make sure I have it right side up. See what the woman has in her arms and everything? Isn't that beautiful? And then we have, see how it, oh, let me see. This on the other side matches it. Let me see if I can show you. See, it kind of matches anyway. And then this is the part, it all matches the whole thing. It's all on one piece. But there's 4 different pieces, if that makes sense, in one. So there's 4 squares of fabric. Lisa, you didn't get a notification? I can't imagine why. I know others did, plus I put it on the group. I'm sorry. Thank you, Beverly, for the reminder for everyone to give me a thumbs up. Now these, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I gotta show you guys what these are. These are like the little, for lack of a better word, they're a label, a tag that you can put on your homemade gifts. They have a hole, 4 holes in them. Let's see if I can get those up close so you can see. So there is a little baggie of those. And she had been telling me how she made her key fobs with like the strapping fabric. She sent me that, which is the 1 inch wide, so I can try her method. And good morning, Lisa. We're glad that you got here, notification or not. We're just happy you're here. And she knows I love magnets. So fabricology, okay, it has the definition. It's a noun. The study, appreciation, and use of fabrics through the collection of samples. Many, many samples. Good morning, Melissa in Plains, Georgia. And then this is a sewing related one. And another, sewing related one. Kind of similar, beautiful all on its own. Give a quilter an inch and she'll think she's a ruler. Right? Don't we all? Because it's so much fun. And I love sewing. And then, even though she lives in Australia, that's not where she's from. She is from, are you ready? New Zealand. Good morning, Honor. Glad you could make it. You've missed some. I just started a few minutes ago, but you can always watch it on the replay. Okay, are you ready for the last? All right, who was around in the 80s? Show of hands. There was a song. It is Betty. I tell you what, it's nice. You guys are so good to me. And I always say that. I don't care if it's a comment, just a comment on the post or a video, a gift, a card. You guys always make me feel loved, and I can't thank you enough. Good morning, Norma Jean. Okay, so in the 80s, there was a song by the group Men at Work. And part of it went, I come from the land down under. Okay? Do you remember that Vegemite sandwich part? Well, I've always wondered what that was. Is it good? Is it not good? What is it? Well, I forgot to take it out of the package, but you can see she gifted me some Vegemite, a jar of Vegemite. So I am going to try it. Yeah, I was having children in the 80s myself, and still am. Okay, so there were 2 other pieces of fabric in there, but they're ones that were personal to us, so those are just going to stay between us. But that was from Nanny B. So between her and Ann Williams, they really spoiled me this week, and I tell you, it is just amazing, just amazing. I couldn't tell you how much it means to me. Yes, Sylvia, I know. It's like with music. I know the 60s music, the 70s music, the 80s music. All right. And then, this was almost 2 weeks ago, but I set these aside and couldn't remember where I set them. A woman named Tracy, who I've been in a quilting group with for a few years, she offered to send me some blocks. 2 ladder blocks and a crumb block, because she wasn't swapping anymore and she didn't have anything to use them for. So I wanted to show you guys the beauties that she sent me. A nice crumb block. Look at all those gorgeous pieces. And I have 2 ladder blocks, number 1 and number 2. So I want to say a huge thank you to Tracy, Nanny B, and Ann for all the happy mail, and to all of you guys for all your support all the time, and all the understandingly, all your understanding, Oh, and I have a couple of blocks I made for my swap group. So I made an autumn block. Oops, I guess I have it upside down. That pumpkins are going to fall out of the truck with me holding it. And that one. All right, to our list. Okay. Upcoming videos. I am going to be working on, not every one, but most of them will be things that you can give for Christmas gifts. And I'm sorry, I am going to try to read the chat, but because I'm so pressed for time, I'm going to carry on until that point, okay? Yes, Joe, they are gorgeous. Beverly says, don't take a big bite. I have been told with the Vegemite that you make your toast, you butter it, and you put on a very, very thin layer, and you don't need to spread it over the whole piece of bread. So, yeah. All right, and thank you, ladies. I think they're gorgeous. I like them. I love crumb and crazy blocks, ladder block, anything scrappy. What am I talking about? Okay. We have 3 more of these. If anyone's interested, you can email me. The yardstick boxes. Let me see, what else is there to tell you? Oh, now we sold some of those yardstick boxes, and I sold a tote bag and the table runner that I did in the tutorial a couple weeks ago. So in turn, I turned that money around. I bought my rivet press for my necessary clutch wallet, and it's coming on Friday. Thank you to Nanny B for helping me figure out the dies I needed so that when it comes, I will have everything I need. Well, of course, I have to sew a wallet too, but there's that. Right now, I'm going to give you the creative word of the day, but remember, not here in these comments. Wait till the video is over and put it down below. But the creative word of the day is fabric, because I got that new fabric in the mail. The quilt along, block number 7 of the quilt along is going to be Friday or Saturday. I'm just not sure when yet. I haven't really felt good the last few days, so I'm kind of taking it a little easy, and when it gets closer, I will definitely let you guys know which day we're going to go with that. And I will try to post on Facebook at least, if I can, what you'll need. It might just be scraps, of course, but if there's anything that I think you need or can cut out ahead of time, I will try my best to get that up there beforehand so that you can quilt along with me. And that will be in the early evening, because I'm doing the What's Up Wednesday in the mid-morning, my time. All right, let me see. That was it for that. Other than, it's pouring rain here today, and I'm going out because my nails are so long past needing to be done that my natural nail grew past the acrylic, and I've never had that happen before, but you know. All right, now I'm never going to catch up on everything, but I'm going to try to go take a look. All right, so Glenda, I assumed that this was your first live stream and Nancy's first live stream, but she's also on the Facebook group. And Anne, you got your happy dance. So did everyone. I mean, that's as good as you're getting today. I can't dance. I don't have rhythm. The rhythm of a sewing machine is the tune of my life. Oh, Betty, you set an alarm so you could see it. That's sweet. That's sweet. And Wendy, I meant to say, I thought that was great when you posted on the Facebook group that your quilt group was given that 10-inch square and you got 3 pincushions out of it. That's a great idea. So I am glad that you all showed up and that notifications went out for the most part. I'm not sure why some are not getting them. All right, so Betty had said the sound is weird. It keeps repeating the same thing. Did that clear up? And we have Lydia from Ottawa. Awesome. And Mary from Texas. And Sewing Home Goods Mary. And Sylvia. Mary L. from Virginia. Kimberly, she stopped working long enough to come join us. You're welcome, Anne, for me keeping my word. For what it's worth, that's my happy dance. Thank you, Linda, Kimberly, Wendy, Nanny, and Jean. Okay, yes, Terry, that t-shirt, I love it. Like, I really do. I love them both, but the Marie Scrappy Creations is awesome. It's the awesome one. That blue fabric is beautiful. I agree. The dragonfly, I got it because I had someone who wanted me to make them the necessary clutch wallet, and that fabric is just gorgeous, and I love the feel of it. Um, yes, Terry with the selvages. I'm not sure if you came along after, but I did a tutorial on postcards using selvages, and we used all kinds of things to dress them up around Valentine's Day. And I appreciate anyone who gave me a thumbs up. That's always helpful. Melissa from Plains, Georgia, and Honor from Louisiana. Honor has been busy making leaf pot holders like crazy. It's like it's autumn and they're falling off the trees. She has leaf pot holders everywhere. Yes, Betty, I'm glad you made it to a live. It's so exciting. Hey, Norma Jean, I'm glad you made it too. And Jean with her. I'm just so happy to see you all here. Oh, Joe, good to see you. Oh, Lucy, first live in a while. Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. Oh, Honor made me a Vegemite sandwich. Thank you. Oh, what is Marmite? I have no idea. And yeah, okay. Yeah, and I am going to try it. But, you know, it's like my husband and I were saying. When you grow up eating things, you don't think anything of them. Whereas people who've never eaten what you're used to might think, oh, you know, that's different or whatever. But I'm looking forward to trying it because I have always wondered what it is, you know. And let's see. Jan says, Fabric Addiction 1 has so much awesome fabric, but shipping to Canada prohibits me from ordering. That is so true, unfortunately. Glenda, I am excitedly waiting on my order from Fabric Addiction 1. Yeah, and thank you for sharing. I have been chatting with Kimberly, who runs the shop, My Fabric Addiction, and we're working on a surprise for you guys. All I'm gonna say. Sorry you gotta go, Mary. Thank you so much. Hi, Robin. Yes, and it is true. Those in Canada, the shipping is just absolutely terrible. It really is. And Joe says Marmite is stronger than Vegemite. I didn't read, Lisa Marie read it to me yesterday, that how they came up with that is they used to have a lot of, like when they made beer, all the yeast, the brewer's yeast would go to the bottom and they didn't want to waste it because it's very nutritional. So yeah, I don't know, but that was 1923, so yeah. Okay, Nanny, thank you for that. That makes sense. Hi, Ella, how are you doing? Good to see you. Kimberly, love surprises, don't we all? Diane, did you see what I made for dinner last night? I did, and I meant to go back and comment. I've made dumplings many times. It's one of the kids' favorites. I've made them similar, it's just not exactly the same, but everyone makes them a little bit differently. But I make them, they're biscuit size. They're like big and about like that, and what I do is I take the majority of my soup filling out and put it in a bowl and cover it, and then I put the dumplings down in the boiling water, put a lid on it, and it's about medium-high heat for about 12 minutes, and I find that the dumplings cook, for the size I make and the recipe I use, they cook just about perfectly. But Aunt Di, that looked very good, very good. I'm doing all right, Ella. I haven't felt 100% the last few days. I have a lot of issues with pain, sometimes more than others, and I've been awake since 2:30 this morning, and it's going on 10:20 now. But thank you for asking. It just is what it is. I'll feel better in a few days, I'm sure, and this is not as bad as it can get, so I'm thankful. I'll take it. That's how it is. And always chatting with you guys always makes me feel better. So there's always that. Oh, so at first I couldn't get into my own live stream. It kept saying I needed a new activation code when I went into that other program I was using. And when I went to get one, it said, if I chose that, it was going to end my other stream. And I'm like, no. I finally did this. It can't. It just can't. but I did it. I somehow did it. I was so frantic and I was worried, but I'll learn this. I figure every time is a learning experience. And Betty says, I love dumplings. I just learned to make rolled dumplings 2 years ago at 68 years old. You know, I've never made rolled dumplings. Never did it. I mean, I've made rolled biscuits and drop biscuits, both. I'd rather make rolled biscuits. But as far as dumplings go, I've never done that. Maybe I should give that a try. You've given me an idea, Betty. And Terry says she has insomnia, falls asleep around 2 to 4 a.m. and it stinks. It does. It does. Usually what wakes me up is pain. I can't lay down. I have a lot of neck issues, so I can't, like, to lay on a pillow or lean hurts, and you can only sleep through so much, so, you know. Kimberly, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You have a great rest of your day. And thank you for the message this morning. I appreciate that. And Joe says Vegemite is also vegan. Terry says she hasn't learned. Her daughter makes them. Just have to let her keep making them. Norma Jean, that's not a bad idea. 2 a.m. live, except as Nanny B could attest, because she's 14 hours ahead, so a lot of times I'll message her around that time or send her a quick video message. My hair's all askew and I'm in my jammies, and I don't know if you guys would want to see me in my doggy pajamas. That'd be funny. But I just love you guys to pieces, so I bet we could do pajama videos. Oh, Glenda, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say. So sweet of you to say. I have a really easy video coming up this week. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I keep watching for my ride, but I have to because I have an appointment. Yeah. I totally just lost my thought right there, just like that. Call it Jammy Time Live. Oh, goodness. Yeah. But how do you guys prove that you're all in your jammies? I have to take your word for it. But you guys wouldn't tell me stories. I just know that. I just know that. So, yeah, for anyone who missed it, going out to get my nails done today. And when I'm done, where am I going? Going to Marden's, where they have all that fabric. And the only thing I know that I need is they have some cotton thread that's 4 spools for $1 that I'm going to grab. I grabbed 8 of them a few months ago when they first had them, but I didn't know how good a quality it was, if it was all right, you know, just passable or good, bad otherwise, so I didn't dare buy very much. But it isn't bad at all, actually. And so I'm going to grab some of that. And I always need solids. I never have like solid fabric colors. So I'm going to take this fabric with me. And I'm going to see what they have. And I might pick up the other, whoops. I might pick up another one of these. Most of you probably saw these when I showed them, but there's 9 fat quarters of batiks and they were $8.99. And the colors, I know I can't show you how gorgeous this is, but I think I might pick up one more of those at least. That would be good to have, I think. And Ella says, my take on chicken and dumplings is chicken in a crock pot with cream of chicken, chicken broth, and canned biscuits. I've heard of that. I've just never tried it. 2 a.m. pajama party. Lisa, are you in? Are you in? And Joe says, always wear jammy bottoms. No one's the wiser. Talking online. That's right. All they see is from the waist up or whatever, you know. It was Honor, wasn't it? And Terry, yes. Well, I have never been into batiks, and speaking of acquired tastes like Vegemite and Marmite, I'm going to say that I've never been a batik fan. But I'm trying. And some of them, like in that pack, are gorgeous. Like, they really, really are. But I just noticed, maybe I'm repeating this and I apologize if I am, but when I was over on my Fabric Addiction one on Etsy last week, I noticed that she has those scrap packs in batiks. So I am going to order one of those, I think. Because I think potholders, something for Christmas, right? Okay, let's see. Linda says, if I don't go out, I stay in my jammies. That's a smart girl. That's a comfy day right there, Linda. And Lucy says, Ella, that sounds good. Might try that today. Thanks. It's cold here today in Jersey. Do you know it's like 62 here in northern Maine? I can't believe it. Pouring rain, but 62. Normally we've had flurries by now. You just never know what you're going to get around here. Ella, it's good. I just bake the biscuits a little before I put them in because I don't like them doughy. And Terry says, I bought from her and already received yardage and I love it. I'm glad you liked it because I'll tell you, I have never ordered fabric and had it get to me as quick as what she ships it out. In fact, a friend of mine ordered, and within 3 hours she had a notification with the tracking number and it was out their door and on its way to her. And I'm not going to say it's going to happen that way every time, but that's still pretty good. 36 on her. Wow, you've got our kind of weather. Terry, loungewear. Yeah, but if we call it a jammy party, we have to call it jammies, or can we jammy lounge? Oh, we'll call it Marie's Jammy Lounge when we do the live stream in the middle of the night. You guys gave me an idea. That might just happen, you know. Hey, Donna, good morning to you. Oh, 45, Ella says in Ohio. I knew what you meant, Donna. We'll say good morning to you. I'm almost done. I apologize for that. Yes, Norma Jean, you go to Etsy and then you type it in just like you did, only all one word. My Fabric Addiction and the number 1. I buy, the very first thing I ever bought from her, let me see where it is here, was scrap packs. Like I needed more scraps. But you get scraps, 1 pound for $10 is what I paid, and there was 2 piles like this, and they're all width of fabric, and they're, you know, length of fabric, how do I want to say this, different widths, but by width of fabric. And it gives you so much to work with, especially if you're doing like crazy quilting or making a, you know, a strip, any kind of strip quilting. It's wonderful. It is freakish weather. Oh, Terry says, I love another shop as well on Etsy. Robin says it's 39 in Kentucky. Wendy says it could have a Zoom class. We could. I only have the free Zoom, so after 40 minutes they boot me out. Let's see. Terry, well, at 2 a.m. I am in PJs. I wear loungewear in the daytime if I'm not going out. That sounds like a comfortable lifestyle, my friend. Linda, cloudy and 39 in Western PA. Same rain and snow today and tomorrow. Don't want that white stuff yet. Yep, my package from my Fabric Addiction got to my door in 3 or 4 days. Thought I was seeing things or dreaming. Thanks for the hot tip. You are very welcome. The customer service is incredible. In fact, if you have any questions or anything, you message them and they get right back to you. Like, they reply and answer any questions whatsoever. Terry, 47. Okay, everyone, as much as I hate to shut it down, I really need to go because my ride will be here and it is 10:31 and I'm sorry. But I knew I was going to plan on staying on until 10:30. So I am so glad that every single one of you guys showed up. I'm so excited. Thank you for that. And I will let you know which day we are doing the quilt along, Friday or Saturday. Oh, Terry, you got that right. You live in pajamas and you don't have to buckle those jeans. It's a whole other story, isn't it, girlfriend? All right, all. You have a great day too, everyone. You take care. Hugs to you all. Thank you for coming to see what I got in my Happy Meal. And remember, Happy Meal has less calories than a Happy Meal. Talking about pajamas. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.